Nobody saw this coming. After months of silence, distance, and whispers of a fallout, Tia and Tamera Mowry have just shocked everyone with an emotional reunion in New York City. Cameras caught them walking side by side, smiling through tears, and instantly, the internet lit up. Had the sisterhood finally healed, or was there more behind those smiles? To understand the shock of that moment, you have to rewind to where it all began. Tia and Tamera grew up inseparable. Twin sisters raised in a disciplined military household where faith and family came first. Their parents taught them that fame would come and go, but sisterhood was forever. And when Hollywood came calling, they entered it hand in hand. Their big break arrived with the 1990s sitcom Sister Sister, a show that defined an entire generation. Fans loved their chemistry, their humor, their authenticity. On screen and off, they were reflections of one another. But what audiences didn't see were the pressures that came with childhood fame. Endless filming hours, constant comparisons, and the weight of being a role model before they'd even finished high school. Through it all, they stuck together. From late-night auditions to tears behind closed doors, their bond seemed unbreakable. As adults, their paths began to diverge. Tia starred in the game while Tamera explored hosting and family television. The world assumed they were still side by side, but their lives were quietly changing. They shared marriages, pregnancies, motherhood, and their hit reality series Tia and Tamera, which gave fans an intimate look at their lives. Yet behind those polished moments, subtle shifts began. The conversations that once happened daily became monthly. The social media posts grew fewer. And for the first time, fans sensed emotional distance between the sisters who had built their careers on togetherness. By mid-2022, the change became visible. Tia's Instagram filled with fitness updates and photos of her children. Tamera focused on her life in Napa Valley, cooking videos, and her faith-based lifestyle brand. They still supported each other, but mostly with quiet likes instead of shared videos or heartfelt tributes. Then came the shock. Tia's divorce from actor Corey Hardrict. After 14 years of marriage, the internet flooded with sympathy. And while Tamera offered kind words publicly, fans noticed a distance that hadn't been there before. There were no tearful phone calls shared online, no joint interviews. Just silence. Podcasts speculated. Blogs whispered. Was there a family rift? Both women gave interviews about growth, boundaries, and choosing peace. They never mentioned each other directly, but the tone spoke volumes. Some believed the sisters had outgrown each other, others said adulthood had simply reshaped their relationship. Still, fans couldn't ignore the absence Tia was missing from Tamera's birthday tribute in 2023. Tamera was nowhere to be seen at family holidays. The Mowry twins, who once embodied sisterhood itself, now seemed like distant planets orbiting different suns. Then, out of nowhere, came the New York City sighting. Early October. No press releases, no interviews. Just blurry photos and eyewitness accounts flooding social media. The twins were spotted in Soho, dressed casually, sitting at a small cafe. Some witnesses said they were laughing through tears, others described a long hug and whispered words that looked like healing. Within hours, the internet erupted. "My childhood is healing," one fan wrote. Another posted, "Are they making up or filming something?" News outlets picked it up, calling it the reunion no one expected. What stunned people most was how genuine it looked. No glam teams, no cameras, just two sisters reconnecting. But when both women stayed silent, no confirmation, no posts, the mystery deepened. Was it forgiveness, closure? Or the beginning of something new? To understand why this quiet meeting meant so much, you have to see what each sister had been walking through. Tia Mowry was rebuilding. Her divorce had forced her to start over, emotionally, spiritually, and financially. She began speaking publicly about healing self-love and breaking generational patterns. She smiled online, but friends said she was still processing pain behind the scenes. Normally, that's when a sister steps in, yet this time, Tamera was living hundreds of miles away, deep in the peace she'd created for herself. Tamera Mowry Housley had chosen a different path. Leaving the talk show The Real, moving to wine country and focusing on family and faith. Her life slowed down and her priorities shifted toward privacy. She'd spoken about needing space to protect her peace. That choice, though healthy, created emotional distance, not hostility. Just silence, and in that silence both women were growing separately. They were learning to stand alone, but behind that independence, the bond of family never truly disappeared. Their mother, Darlene Mowry, quietly reminded them that forgiveness and understanding were part of faith. Sources close to the family say she encouraged them to talk it out, not tweet it out. When the New York reunion finally happened, insiders say it wasn't planned for publicity. It was personal. Some even claim their children, the cousins who still play together, were the emotional bridge that helped the sisters reconnect. Eyewitnesses described Tia gently placing her hand on Tamera's shoulder, Tamera wiping away a tear. No words were needed. That small gesture said everything. The healing had begun. Still, fans wondered, why New York? Coincidence or intention? Tia had been in town promoting a new film, while Tamera was scheduled for a charity event days later. Whether fate or family intervention, the meeting happened, and it changed everything. The online world exploded with hope. Twitter threads turned emotional. TikTok creators made montages of sister clips over soft music, captioned "Real sisters find their way back." Fans flooded the comments with messages of unity. If Tia and Tamera can heal, maybe I can call my sister too. It wasn't just pop culture nostalgia. It was a reflection of something everyone could relate to. Family wounds, distance, forgiveness. Behind the scenes, speculation grew louder. Entertainment insiders hinted that the twins might be in early talks for a sister-sister reboot or a documentary about sisterhood. Streaming giants like Netflix and Hulu reportedly expressed interest. But the sisters made one thing clear: no project would happen unless their bond was real first. And that's what makes this moment so powerful. This isn't just a Hollywood reunion. It's a story about growth, about choosing healing over headlines. Tia and Tamera are both mothers, both strong women navigating change. Their reunion isn't about reliving the past. It's about writing a new chapter. Those close to them say they've started talking regularly again. Not for the cameras, not for contracts, but for themselves. Family dinners are back on the calendar. Their mother couldn't be happier. As for what's next, there are whispers. A possible podcast on motherhood, maybe a lifestyle brand centered on family, mental health, and empowerment. But none of that matters as much as the truth at the heart of it all. After years of silence, sisterhood won in an era where fame often fractures relationships. The Mowry twins are proving that love, real, unconditional, enduring love, can still find its way home. And as one fan perfectly commented under a viral photo of the two sisters walking through New York's evening light, they started together, they grew apart, and now they're finding each other again. That's not gossip, that's grace.